any source of income which does not fall under any heads of income. So that income will comes under income from other. Dividend from Indian company, it is exempted. Agricultural income from land situated in foreign country. Agricultural income in India, it is exempted. If it is net, you have to convert into gross. Any share from HUF, it is fully exempted. Hello everyone, I am Pragati, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Business Administration, Vidyashram First Grade College, Mysuru. Today, I am here to teach revision for Tax Management 2 for final year BBA students. Before that, let us know what is your syllabus. Totally, you have 6 units: income from other sources, income from capital gain, depreciation, assessment of company, TDS and GST. Today, I am going to discuss about the topic income from other sources. We have 5 heads of income. So they are income from salary, income from house property, income from business or profession, income from capital gain, then last head is income from other sources. These are the 5 heads which comes under direct tax. So, if you are earning a salary income, that income is taxed under income from salary head. If you are having a house property income, means rental income, then it is taxed under income from house property head. Then you are doing any business, you will get some profit. That is income. So that income is taxable under income from business head. If you sell some properties, so you may get gain. So that is called capital gain. That income is taxed under income from capital gain. Any income which are not fall under these heads of income, that is comes under income from other sources. So this is the last head of income. Any income which are not fall under any of these 4 heads, that income will taxed under income from other sources. See, income from other source is one of the head of income chargeable to tax under Income Tax Act. So it is last head of income. It is chargeable under Income Tax Act 1961. Then any source of income which does not fall under any other heads. Any source of income which does not fall under any heads of income. So that income will comes under income from other sources. Say for example, lottery income. I may get 1 lakh rupees lottery income. Where I should tax it? Is it salary income? No, it is not comes under salary head. Is it house property income? No, it is not comes under house property head. Is it business income? No, it is not comes under business head, and it is not a capital gain income. So it is other source income. So it is comes under income from other sources. Next we have items which comes under the heads of income from other sources. Some of the items which comes under income from other sources. First one will be dividend. Dividend from Indian company, it is exempted, but dividend from foreign company, it is taxable under income from other sources. Next is interest on securities. If you are earning any interest on securities, that income, it is not fall under any other four heads of income, so it is comes under income from other sources. Next is interest on bank deposits. If you have deposit some amount in bank, you will get some interest. That income is taxable under income from other sources. Next is income from horse race, bettings, gamblings, card games, lottery. These all incomes comes under income from other sources. Then income from letting of plant, machinery and furniture along with the building. So if you have given plant, machinery or furniture for letting purpose, so it is taxed under income from other sources. Next is income from subletting. Income from subletting is also comes under income from other sources. So what do you mean by subletting? If Mr. A is the owner of the house, given that house to Mr. B for rented purpose for rupees 10,000. Here B has taken the house for rented purpose from Mr. A, but he will not reside in this house. He will give this house to Mr. C for rented purpose and he will charge 15,000 rupees. So here Mr. B is earning 5,000 rupees. Even though he is not a owner of the house, he has taken from Mr. A and he has subletting that house to Mr. C and he is earning 5,000 rupees. This 5,000 rupees is taxable under income from other sources. Then ground rent. Any ground rent which is comes under income from other sources. Agricultural income from land situated in foreign country. Agricultural income in India, it is exempted, but agricultural income that land is situated in outside India, it is taxable under income from other sources. Then salary to MP or MLA. So salary to MP or MLA, it is comes under income from other source head. Even though it is salary, why it is comes under income from other source? Why it will not comes under income from salary? Because any income from salary means there should be a employee and employer relationship. Here there is no employee and employer relationship between MP, MLA or government, right? So there is no employee and employer relationship between government with MP or MLA. So it is comes under income from other sources. Then any royalty income, it is also comes under income from other sources. Any gift which exceeds rupees 50,000 in monetary value. So any gift received more than 50,000 in cash, it is taxable under income from other sources. Now we will solve some problems on income from other sources. Mr. Ram Narayan submits the following particulars of his income from other sources for the year ending 31st March 2020. They have given some items royalty from books written. Expenses incurred for this rupees 4,000 amounted to rupees 40,000. Then interest on FD in bank, it is gross. How much? 30,000. Then family pension from Karnataka government, it is 48,000. Then winning from horse race, it is given net. Net means after deducting TDS. Okay, so how much it is? 70,000. Then rent from subletting of house rupees 3,000 per month. Rent paid to owner, it is 2,000, and repair expenses rupees 400. Then cash worth rupees how much? 90,000. Cash worth rupees 90,000 was found in private locker, the source of which could not be explained. Then winning from lottery, it is also net. So purchase of lottery 150 rupees. How much it is? 1,40,000. Then remuneration from article published in magazine, it is 4,000. So solution for this, first we have to write computation of taxable income from other sources of Mr. Ram Narayan for the assessment year 2020-21. So first one is royalty from books written. So royalty from books written, how much? It is 40,000, but he has made some expenses 4,000 rupees. So we should deduct it. So royalty income how much? 40,000, and he has spent 4,000 rupees. So we have to deduct it. We'll get 36,000. So 36,000 is taxable amount. Next is interest on FD in bank. It is gross. Okay. Interest on FD in bank, how much? 30,000. Take as it is directly. It is fully taxable. Then family pension. Family pension, how much it is? Family pension, it is 48,000. There is a exemption limit for family pension. What is the exemption limit? See, family pension, how much received? It is 48,000. There is an exemption limit, that is 15,000. Or 1/3 of 48,000. 15,000 is the maximum limit. So 15,000 or 1/3 of 48,000, whichever is less. So 15,000 or 1/3 of 48,000 will get 16,000. Here whichever is less, 15,000 is less. That is exempted. So 48,000 minus 15,000 will get 33,000. So 33,000 is the taxable amount for family pension. Then winning from horse race. Winning from horse race, they have given net. Net means what? After deducting TDS. So here TDS amount for horse race is 30%. So they have given 70,000. See, winning from horse race, it is 70,000. It is net amount. So we have to find out gross amount. So before deducting TDS, how much? So 70,000 after deducting TDS. So 30% is the TDS value. So how much for 100%? That is 70,000 into 100 divided by 70. So 30% they have deducted TDS. So how much for 100% means we'll get 1 lakh rupees. So if it is gross, no need to calculate. Take as it is. If it is net, you have to convert into gross. See here, interest on FD, it is gross. So we have to take directly. But if they have given net, we have to calculate for gross. Then rent from subletting of house. So rent from subletting of house, it is 3,000 per month, and rent paid to owner is 2,000. Repair expenses is 4,000. So rent from subletting house, how much? 3,000 into 12. 3,000 into 12 is 36,000, and he should pay to owner. How much he will pay to owner? 2,000 rupees. So 2,000 into 12 is 24,000, and he has some expenses. It is repair 400 rupees. So 36,000 minus 24,000 minus 4,000 will get 11,600. This is the taxable amount. Then cash not explained. See, they have found 90,000 rupees in his locker, which is not explained. Any unexplained cash, it is taxable under income from other sources. So full 90,000 will be income from other sources. Then winning from lottery. Winning from lottery, it is also net. So winning from lottery, TDS same 30%. So 1,40,000 into 100 divided by 70. So we'll get 2 lakh. 2 lakh is the gross amount. After deduction, he got 1,40,000. So we should find out gross income. Then remuneration from article published in magazine. So he has received 4,000 rupees as remuneration for publication of magazine. So it is taxable under income from other sources. So total taxable income from other sources is 5,04,600 rupees. Next, second one. Compute taxable income from other sources of Mr. Kumar for the assessment year 2020-21. Salary as MP rupees 70,000. Mr. Kumar is a MP. So he received 70,000 as salary. Then daily allowance as MP rupees 40,000, income from undisclosed sources rupees 1 lakh, and shared profit from HUF it is 20,000, dividend from Indian company rupees 48,000, royalty received from textbooks rupees 70,000. He claims the deduction. He claims the following deductions. Books worth rupees 2,000 purchased, and telephone expenses rupees 600, and clerk salary rupees 9,000. This is the question. We have to solve it. First, we should write computation of taxable income from other sources of Mr. Kumar for the assessment year 2020-21. So, first one, salary as MP. Salary as MP, how much it is? 70,000. Full 70,000 it is taxable. Then daily allowance. See, daily allowance of MP and MLA, it is exempted. So, it is not taxable. It is exempted. Then income from undisclosed sources. Any income from undisclosed sources, it is fully taxable under income from other sources. It is 1 lakh rupees fully taxable. Then ground rent, it is fully taxable 25,000. Then share of profit from HUF. Any share from HUF, it is fully exempted. So it is exempted. Then royalty received. Royalty received how much? 70,000, and he has spent some expenditure on that. He has purchased book for rupees 2,000. We should deduct it. And telephone expenses 600. We should deduct it. And clerk salary it is 9,600. So total royalty income is 70,000. Out of 70,000, he has claimed the expenses, that is 2,600 and 9,600. So we'll get 57,800 is taxable. So total taxable income from other sources is 2,52,800 rupees. Then third question. Mr. Surya submits the following particulars of his income from other sources for the year ending 31st March 2020. So winning from lottery 69,400. See here they have not given any net or gross. So take as it is. Then winning from card games 25,000. Dividend from Indian company, it is exempt. Agriculture income in Sri Lanka, so land situated outside India, so it is taxable. If it is within India, agriculture income in India, then it is exempted. Then interest on post office savings banks account rupees 2,500. Then ground rent fully taxable, 7% government securities of rupees 25,000. He has invested 25,000 rupees. For that he is earning 7% interest. So 7% will be taxable. Then 10% tax-free debenture of rupees 12,000. So 10% is taxable. So we'll see the solution. Computation of taxable income from other source of Mr. Kumar for the assessment year 2020-21. Winning from lottery 69,400. They have not given net, so we have to take directly. Then winning from card game, so 25,000 take as it is. Then dividend from Indian company, it is exempted. So agricultural income in Sri Lanka fully taxable, 2 lakh. Interest on post office savings banks account, see up to 3,500. If you are earning up to 3,500 interest, it is exempted. Here he has received 2,500. It is less than 3,500, so it is exempted. Next, ground rent, it is fully taxable, 20,000. Then 7% government securities. How much he has invested? 25,000. He is getting 7% interest on that. So 25,000 into 7%, it is 1,750. Then 10% tax-free debenture, it is 12,000 into 10%, so 1,200. So taxable income from other source, how much? 3,17,350. This is all about your income from other sources. Today we have solved 3 problems on income from other sources. So you'll get 10 marks on your examination. So practice well. All the very best. Thank you.